he's really cool and all, but man, that counter, that no one else has a counter, and Vegito just wrecks face. But I guess leader wise, yeah, I guess Gogeta's the better. But as for Vegeta, he's got so many variables with that counter. You could be a leader, he doesn't have to be a leader, and he still wrecks face. So for me, it's just a little margin because I'm biased. Vegeta. Do you have anything, Waylon?
I would say more Gogeta as the lead, just because Vegito. I mean, you still get your counter though if he's not leader, as long as he's in the team. I think Gogeta's just a little better.
The big draw to Vegito as a leader, as pointed out, is that health, attack, and defense bonus. It's to be honest, it's quite handy. You can easily cap 105,000 HP with the right team. Um, one of the big allies to him is Ultimate Gohan, the Agility Ultimate Gohan, because they share a lot of links together. The She Pardoned from God, Force, Phenomenal Speed, and then if you Dokkan him, the Super Fierce Battle. They share a lot of links, gives him a lot of health and a lot of attack. So cards like that work very well with Vegito. Um,
And you do get to use other Vegetos.
right. Well, if you run a rainbow team, it makes sense, right? You'd want to use like my rainbow team right now is Gogeta lead with with Super Vegito, with Super Saiyan physical Gotenks, and the tech base Vegito. That's my current rainbow team, and then I've got two filler cards while I patiently wait to get more fusions. Um,
You can put Chowman in there.
you know my feelings on that. And
He's
anybody who
so
watched the
powerful
last
though.
video
So
knows my
much
feelings
power.
on Chow Man.
So much power.
No, I. Oh, I hate that guy. I'm never leveling up. I refuse to even level him up. He's staying at level 1.
Well, as
I
long as if you can get Buhan, then you wouldn't have to worry about that. Passive of 20% damage on yourself.
I'm never. No, I'm not. I'm never. He's staying at level 1. He can just burn. I can't.
Now, are you gonna keep him and let him suffer, or are you gonna
Oh no,
sell him?
I'll keep him. I mean, he's an SSR. I don't know, and I wouldn't get rid of him unless he was another duplicate. I'm not gonna. I'm
Now,
not
if
gonna
you
do
got a
that.
duplicate, would you train him one into him?
No, because that would level him up. I'm not. He's staying level 1. I'm telling you.
It's like a freaking internment camp for that little guy.
I'm never getting. I'm never getting rid of him.
Okay, let's say this. What if you have an event that comes up that you have to use him?
What would I have to use him for?
I don't know. I haven't played the Fusion game.
I have a better physical nuker, AOE nuker, and Xeno Trunks.
But you know how they like, a specific, very specific things for Dokkan people. If they have like some kind of villain in the Dokkan game, the Fusion game, you might have to use them.
This is the fusion thing. It's the fusion thing right now. Is literally this. It's let's just showcase how powerful or how crazy we can get with these little mixes here, and that's it. I'm not. No, I'm never using Chow Man.
Well,
I'm never using
getting
him.
back to Vegito and Gogeta before we run out of time here. Do you think there's anything they could do to really separate the gap between them? Because right now they're so close. It's almost a matter of preference as to who you want to use between Gogeta and Vegito. So you think they'll ever add anything where it's like, no, Vegito's the bet, like literally, it's bar none, or Gogeta bar none?
Well,
I guess it depends on their Dokkans. If they do like another Dokkan on either one of them,
that'd be a little hard for them to do. I think to Dokkan a Dokkan.
Well, that's what I was thinking of, like adding something that would really, like another character that just meshes so well that it's hard to use the other one as
Well,
much
I
as
mean,
it'd have to be Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta.
I to stick with these two, it would. There's nothing. Again, right now the biggest difference between them is okay. Gogeta can do the same amount of damage to every type, no matter what. Whereas Vegito counters everything, which is why one of the better cards for a mono agility card team. I'm not kidding. Is the Ninja Murasaki from the Dragon Ball ticket summon from the World Tournament. He's an agility R. He's only an R, but he seals supers. You put him on a mono agility team and he seals the enemy's super, that means counterattacks for days and reduced damage by your Vegitos. Making that then puts that team that much higher, which is why on my Rainbow team I run Super Saiyan Go Tanks physical because he seals supers. As far as making either one of them better than the other, I honestly think they shouldn't try to do anything. I mean, again, right now the community preference is Vegito. By far is better than Gogeta. No matter, you see it everywhere. It's just like if you own Vegito, just never use Gogeta again, unless you run a Rainbow team, which that's just stupid. You're stupid if you run Rainbow. Well, I'm an idiot apparently, so whatever. I'm not getting rid of my team.
You still have to have those really good agility cards though to really run a very efficient Vegito team.
Yeah, that's like you got the Kaioken Blue, which we'll talk about another time. But you got Kaioken Blue, Alex, and he is by far like him. And he's
been wrecking face with Vegeta. Vegeta cleans up and Kaioken gets the rest that.
And then the SS Blue God, the Goku that got a Dokkan with the SSB Kaioken event. He also wrecks face with him because he gets prepared for battle, which is great, and he gets his passive goes from 80% attack when you launch a super to 100%. He wrecks face too. So the idea of a mono agility team is honestly it's easy to see. Agility cards are by far the strongest in the game. I mean, you start railing off the top of cards in the game, you can kind of see it. Vegito, Kaioken Blue, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, the SSB Goku that I just mentioned, that's agility. The agility, Golden Frieza as far as defense goes is great. GT Trunks is great for it. I mean, there's just so many strong agilities. It's really, you can see why people argue it. I'd still rather run the Rainbow team, though. It's just, I don't know. I have more fun with a Rainbow team than I do an agility team.
Well, that, and I imagine, like, Strikes, it gives you more versatility and a way to, not have to switch things up from just agility.
I just find it more fun, and it's kind of like, what's the challenge if I'm just running a mono agility team, hoping for every turn to be a Vegito to counterattack everything? That's all I do, is I just wait for, like, when I'm running agility, I just wait for Vegito to show up. Or hope one of my Great Apes pop, my Kid Goku or my Vegeta Great Ape. Hope they pop, and go from there. There's a lot of teams you can run right now, but the preference is for the mono agility over the Rainbow. So, with a little bit of time left, I'm still gonna run the Rainbow. And when Vegito comes to global, by the time he comes to global, hopefully you'll have a Gogeta, Waylon, to test them yourself. Because Gogeta's amazing, and then if you can't get Gogeta,
I know he is. That's the reason I always get him as a friend.
Exactly. If you can never pull him, get Vegito. He's worth it. If you can't get a Gogeta, get a Vegito. If you can't get a Vegito or a Gogeta, get a Gotenks. If you can't get a Gotenks, get a Brawly. If you can't get a Brawly, get a Kaioken Blue. If you can't get those, get Buhan. If you can't get those, get a Mega Shenron. Right? That's all. That's the only leaders you need right now. Which is a whole nother story.
If they ever come to global,
eventually they will. Next year. But global shafted so hard.
Somebody get a bat so we can finish beating this thing.
Yeah, I know. Well, we're almost done, so. So if you guys got anything else to say, I'll go ahead and end it. On the note of basically, it boils down to what kind of team you want to run. Rainbow versus mono agility. They both have their strengths. They both have their weaknesses.
Pick one.
Exactly. If you have a Vegito without a Gogeta, run your agility. If you have both, I'm going to tell you to run Gogeta over Vegito.
You're a winner either way.
Exactly. You have two of the best cards in the game, so you should be really happy. For the win. You should be really happy. So, on that note, I think we've talked enough, and I think we've covered quite a bit of stuff. So we'll end it there.